36-35, Bead Diggers with 2:21 remaining in this 3A consolation semifinal from Moby Arena in Fort Collins. I'm John Beltran. Gunnison will have the basketball after Alicia Nichols moments ago made 2 free throws. And Darla Rosenbrock back into the game for the Bead Diggers. Along with Aaron Berg, Alicia Nichols, Rebecca Walker, and Kennedy Guzman. Katie Vader, Jock Lovato, Kirsten Nelson, Lindsay Hart, and Megan Finney for Gunnison. Nelson to throw it in. Near midcourt to Lovato, dribbling towards the top of the key against Walker. Picks up her dribble. On the outside right to Hart. Hart with the ball to her left. Chest pass to her right to Finney against Rosenbrock. At the free throw line for Vader. Vader against Guzman. It was tripped up. That'll be the 18th foul against Brush. Guzman's third personal. 1-and-1 situation for Vader, who has been a little bit shaky at the line. Only 4 out of 8. But the free throw is good for Vader. And the game is tied at 36. Second free throw for the senior is in the air, and Gunnison has the lead. It's good. Gunnison 37, Brush 36. As we hit 2 minutes to go in the 3A consolation semi. Guzman with the basketball on the outside right to Nichols, penetrating. Lob pass in the lane to Berg all the way off the glass, no good. Rebound to Jock Lovato, her 7th. Lovato to Vader. Vader across midcourt with 1:47 to go, and Gunnison up by 1. And Vader turned the ball over. Bead Digger basketball. Turnover number 23 unofficially for Gunnison. The Bead Diggers can go back out on top with 1:40 to go. 37-36 Gunnison. Guzman lobs it. Left baseline is taken by Rebecca Walker, and she traveled. Yeah, no doubt about that one. Great idea. She had the lane, but did not dribble before she decided to drive towards the basket. 1:32 to go. Gunnison still leads by 1. Vader against Guzman at the top of the key. Bounce pass in the high left to Finney against Rosenbrock. Finney near the top, cut up by Nichols, but retrieved by Nelson near midcourt. Then she double dribbled. Wow, this is a comedy of errors. Both teams right now are just trying to play careful basketball, and that's part of the problem. That's why the turnovers have occurred here over the last minute. Unofficially, that's the 24th turnover for Gunnison. 1:17 to go. On the outside right, Nichols near the top to Guzman. Bounce pass, free throw line for Berg. And down low, nobody was there. Intended for Rosenbrock. He was the closest on the right baseline. And Tom George continues to pace the sideline. I don't blame him. If I had hair myself, I don't know how much I'd have left. 1:08 to go in the game. 37-36 Gunnison. Here's Vader across midcourt, picked up by Guzman. Up top to Lovato. To her right, picks up the dribble, looking. Bounce pass, it's poked away. Loose on the floor. A tie-up between Berg and Hart. Possession arrow, Brush with 57.2 to go. A combined 13 turnovers in the quarter. I mean, neither team can get off a decent shot, at least late in the game, and now the Bead Diggers call a timeout. 37-36 Gunnison, 57.2 to go. What will happen next? Can the Bead Diggers generate a positive offensive possession? They have scored 9 points in the quarter. That is their second highest quarter already after an 18-point first. They tallied 6 in the second and only 3 in the third. Walker, Rosenbrock, Nichols, Berg, and Guzman for Brush. The same 5 has been out there for a while for Gunnison. Finney, Nelson, Vader, Hart, and Lovato in the backcourt. Nichols gets it into Guzman. Towards the top of the key. Right wing chest pass to Nichols. Back out to Guzman. Looking down low. On the right wing to Nichols. Penetrates right baseline. Double team. Bounce pass to Walker. 5-footer around. And good for Rebecca Walker on the left baseline. And the Bead Diggers are back in the lead. 38-37. 38 seconds to go. Vader at the free throw line. Stripped by Rosenbrock. The Bead Diggers have the basketball. Now to Nichols. Gunnison more than likely is going to have to foul. And we have a foul in the backcourt. It looked like Guzman was fouled as a Gunnison player ran through a pick, but I think a timeout was called prior to that. and it was by Brush. A full timeout. We'll keep it right here with 31.3 seconds to go in the game, and Brush leads Gunnison 38-37, and this ultimately will turn into a free throw shooting contest as long as the teams can control the basketball. 8 turnovers for Gunnison in this quarter, 6 for Brush. As the Beat Diggers lead by 1 with a winner to take on Buena Vista, which was down big in the fourth quarter against Jefferson Academy, and won that game by 2, 41-39. And at the line, Alicia Nichols has gone 9 out of 10. You want the ball in her hands. The only other Beat Digger to shoot free throws has been Erin Berg, and she is not on her game today for the line, only 4 out of 9. Guzman to throw it in the backcourt to the right of the Gunnison bench. Guzman looking, lobs it into Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock maintaining a dribble, now to Nichols in the backcourt. Nichols trying to cross the timeline and does. Nichols spinning on Vader at midcourt. Gets a pick from Guzman. Maintaining the dribble with 19 seconds to go. Now to Guzman. Gunnison's going to have to foul. Well, that was almost an intentional foul on Finney. That was very close to being an intentional. With 17 seconds to go, but it's just a 1-and-1, and Guzman to the line. Well, it certainly was a hard foul. Big free throw here for Kennedy Guzman. She has yet to score in the game. And Finney fouls out with 2 points. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Gunnison. And let's see if that's a full or a 30. No indication as of yet. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Rush 38, Gunnison 37 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The freshman Kennedy Guzman will step to the line in a 1-and-1 situation with the Beat Diggers leading Gunnison 38-37. I'm John Beltran, live from Moby Arena in Fort Collins in the 3A Consolation semifinal. As Brush is in the lead, 38-37. If Guzman can make the first, she'll earn a second. It would still be a one-possession game. However, if she makes both, then Gunnison will have to take a three-pointer, at least to tie the game. And Guzman at the stripe. Eyes the basketball, spins, shoots, and scores. Holy Mahungus. The ball hung on the left side of the rim and had enough English to go in. That's her first point. Beat Diggers up by 2, 39-37. And another timeout called by Gunnison. Oh, they're trying to milk all the time they can get, even out of the timeouts, and to freeze Guzman, but it didn't work on the first free throw. Even though this has not been a pretty game on either side, it will be a big win for Brush, because that would put them one win away from a 21 season if they can knock off Buena Vista tomorrow. But first things first, make the free throw, play some defense, and then go home as victors. Consolation final, the fifth place game is tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning. Walker, Rosenbrock, Berg, Nichols, and the free throw shooter Kennedy Guzman. Getting ready for her second free throw. Christina Spohr, incidentally, was the one who replaced Megan Finney when she fouled out. Guzman ready for Brush. Eyes the basket. Shoots. Good. Beat Diggers lead by 3, 40-37. They'll apply the pressure in the backcourt. Vader with the basketball against Nichols with 12 seconds to go. Crosses midcourt. Jump pass to Spohr with 9. Back out to Vader with 7. Vader to her right with 5. Backs up the 3 in the air. It's off the left side of the rim. The ball is loose. It's headed out of bounds. Rosenbrock has it, and the game is over. The Brush Beat Diggers have survived, beating the Gunnison Cowboys in the 3A Consolation semifinals, 40-37. Let's take a break. We'll recap it from Moby Arena in Fort Collins on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.